Good evening, Freedom fans. Tonight's Freedom Face Off is going to be with Freedom 16 Pro Main Event World Championship between the champion Ethen Geffen versus the Mexican prodigy Julio Cesar Rios. Without further ado, let's invite both of them in. Ethen, you're invited. Champ,
Rami, the boss, what's going on?
what's going on, man? How's everything?
Good, cannot complain. How you doing?
Okay. Excited
I,
for Freedom 16.
I
There's
gotta
a
tell you,
huge pro main event on the line.
oh man, I'm excited to be on it.
Waiting
I,
for your opponent to join us.
I'm really gotta say, I'm liking your new haircut. You're
Oh
looking,
yeah,
turning back the clock, brother.
the big boss asked for something, so I had to do it.
Yeah,
The bigger
yeah,
boss.
yep.
You know how
You're
that
for,
goes now, huh?
you're forced. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Fortunate, man. Julio, what's going on, brother?
What's up?
Thank you for joining us. So to everybody around the world tuning in with us, watching tonight's Freedom Face Off, this is going to be Freedom 16 Professional Main Event World Championship. The Freedom 63.5 Super Lightweight World Championship belt is on the line. The defending champion, Ethen Geffen, he will be defending his world title against Julio. Without further ado, let's let them introduce themselves. Champion, you first. Please tell us your name, your age, and where you're from.
Ethan Geffen, I'm currently 29 years old, and I am representing Queens, New York.
Julio, please tell us your name, your age, and who you're representing.
Uh, my name is Julio Rios. I'm 30 years old. I'm fighting out of Puebla, Mexico, but I'm out of Santa Ana, California right now.
Ethen, big night for you. You're defending your world title. Um, I hope that you would not be upset with me, but I'm gonna right straight to it. And I know people
Go for
are
it.
wanting to ask this question. You're coming off of a loss. I know the answer as the promoter of Freedom, but I want you to say it. You're coming off of a loss, a big loss, but yet you're defending your world title. Why? How? What's your mindset?
Well, it's my belt. I never lost a belt. Um, Still on an 8 fight win streak at my regular weight class. I'm not gonna make any excuses. Whatever happened, happened. But this is my belt. This is my weight class until somebody beats me.
Julio, you're coming in what will be the biggest fight, biggest victory to your name, with a possibility of you leaving, going back home as the world champion, champion of the world. What does that mean to you?
Man, it means everything because I've been working for years for this opportunity. I've been working for a long time. I've been fighting for years, and to be blessed with this opportunity to us, it's everything. Everything is just lining up for us, and this is our big break that we've been waiting for.
Let's take it a step back. I want you to introduce yourself to the world. For those that don't know you, Ethen, first, tell us when and why you started this journey.
I started Muay Thai 10 years ago, almost to the day. I started because I needed something. I've always been an athlete, and it was towards the end of my athletic career with like the normal sports. So I wanted to find something else where I can use my body, and I knew that you know, I'm an athlete. I can be a professional athlete. I'm on that level. So I found Muay Thai, and the first day I walked in the gym, I fell in love. I was originally planning to do MMA, but then my first Muay Thai class, I'm like, fuck MMA. I found what I love
This was about 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Did you think you were going to start fighting or?
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what makes me different than most people that go to the gym. Because my first day in the gym, my goal was to fight. I didn't. It's just something I in my mind, I knew like I wasn't just gonna. This wasn't just gonna be a hobby. I knew that this was this is what I was gonna do. I was gonna fight.
Basically fresh out of high school almost.
Yes, correct.
Julio, same question. When and why you started this journey?
For me, I started way back. I've been involved with sports my whole life as well, and I got into wrestling. And then once I was done with wrestling, I wanted the next thing, which was MMA. And when I transitioned from MMA to Muay Thai, I fell in love with it. I've been sorry about that, guys. My baby's in the back. Sorry about that.
No worries.
But hey, chill, chill, chill. Um, but yeah, I started off with wrestling. Had a couple MMA fights. Wanted to learn how to kick. Wanted to learn how to knee and elbow. And then I found Muay Thai. And then from there, we took off.
How long ago was this?
I want to say about 6 years ago. I had my Muay Thai debut 6 years ago, going on to 7. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. 6, 7 years, and now here you are in a professional world championship fight.
Yes, sir.
It's a blessing.
It is.
Ethen, is that your buddy right there?
It's my other son.
I hear that. I saw you just recently had a newborn baby boy. How are you? You're a firefighter. You're a professional fighter, Muay Thai fighter. You're a father, husband. How are you able to manage all this?
You know, sometimes I think maybe I do take too much on my plate, but this is what I do. I work hard. I mean, there's no days off for me. It's like be a man, wake up, go to work. That's it. I wasn't gonna use the baby as an excuse or an obstacle. You know, most people are like, oh, they were telling me, oh, once the baby comes, the fighting's over, blah blah blah. And part of it is to prove these people wrong too. Like I'm different. And you know, I went into that last fight. My baby was born a week and a half out. Most people don't do that. Like I said, it's just I don't know if I'm trying to be different, but my mindset is different.
Julio, what do you do outside? Are you working outside Muay Thai?
I work in roofing during the day, and then I work in the gym. I'm a coach. I'm a fighter. I'm also a new dad as well. My baby's 9 months old. She's
Congratulations, man.
Congrats.
Thank you. Hey, congrats to you as well, brother.
Thank you.
And I'm also a coach. I'm a fighter. I lead by example. I'm just, you know, it's hard. It's just, I understand Ethen and I can relate to him. You know, we miss so much. We sacrifice so much, but this is why we do it.
You going back to you, Ethen. You had a very tough loss. Do you think maybe you should have not took that fight, being that you just had a newborn baby after that happened?
You know, it's always easier to play Monday night quarterback, but in my mind, you know, I'm always confident. I'm like, I could do this, you know. That's just how I'm built. I'm always on. If I'm on, I can compete with the best in the world, I believe. And I'm still here to prove that.
We have a lot of crazy comments. Both of you guys got a lot of big followers. I'm loving it, though. I'm loving it. I'm glad you guys have, you know, ride or die fans and supporters. I'm going to be real with you. Did you have any type of struggle here after that fight?
Not really. You know, I mean, I know who I am, and I hope the people know, like, they could see that wasn't. I'm not gonna say that wasn't me in the ring, but you could tell, like, that. If you see me fight before, you could tell that was not me. Like, I can't even explain, but I'm always confident. I always train hard. I put the work in, and that's what gives me my confidence. And even last fight, I was still confident.
Julio, what would you say your biggest struggle as a fighter has been to date?
Man, my biggest struggles is I feel like we all have holes. We all have struggles, and I think mine would be like, you know, separating my personal life and my gym life. Sometimes my gym life consumes over my personal life as well as with my work life. Sometimes I get so caught up with work that I forget about my actual real job that pays the bills, and sometimes it's hard. It's hard to balance it, but I find a way, and I just keep pushing, and I make mistakes along the way, but it's okay. You know, I'm human.
There's people watching you, Julio, here on the live, all the way from Mexico to USA. There's people coming in the game, and they're watching you right now, and they know that you've been doing this for only 6, 7 years, but now you're fighting on the fastest growing Muay Thai promotion in the world. You're 5 nights away from an opportunity of saying you are the champion of the world. What do you say to people to overcome these struggles in the sport?
Man, it's just, you just got to keep going. It's tough. And anyone that has experienced it will tell you, like, hey, man, you just got to keep going. There's no steps back. It's only forward. Whether sometimes we don't get the decision, whether sometimes stuff happens in fights that I've experienced myself, you just got to keep going. You can't give up. You can't quit on yourself. You just got to keep going.
That's real. That's real. Ethen, on your side, in your 10 years in this sport, decade now, what would you say your toughest struggles has been to date?
I have to agree with Julio. Like, there's just a struggle of, you know, I have a wife and now I have a kid, just to balance everything out, having a full-time job, and, you know, always, you know, I've been to Thailand, I see these guys train. I'm like, man, I train just as hard as these guys, and I have a full-time job, and, you know, I have a family, and, you know, that gives me confidence as well. But that and weight cutting. I hate weight cutting because I love food.
What would you say is the key, has been the key for you that can help others to get where you are and to continue that mindset?
Uh, just keep working, and you got to be confident. Like, everybody trains hard, everybody knows how to throw a punch, but the difference is that it really is that mental game. Like, you really have to get your mind under control when you're in a fight. I think being able to separate yourself mentally is a big game changer.
Definitely, I agree with both of you. Ethen, did you see anything? Did you study your opponent at all? Did you pick up anything?
No, honestly, I don't like to do that with any of my opponents. I'm like, I listen to like Mayweather. He's like, oh, I only worry about myself. I like, you know, I leave that to my coaches. I don't, you know, I do I'm here to fight my fight, implement my will. You know, I'm not trying to fight Julio's fight.
Julio, same question. Have you done any research on your opponent?
You know what? Every fight's different. You can't go based off someone's last fight or someone from their fight from years ago. There's fights on both of us all over YouTube that are probably 6, 7, 10 years old, and you can't watch that and base a game plan off of it. But we've seen, and we know what we've worked, and I'm pretty sure they've seen some of my stuff and they know what we worked. It's all about who executes it and who follows their game plan.
Talking about a game plan, both fighters, I know both of you. Ethen, you're coming to let the world hear and still. Julio, you're coming to let the world hear and new. Why is your game plan, Ethen first, going to be dominant?
You know, I have one of the best coaches in the game, Aziz. I have some of the best training partners in the game. That gives me confidence as well. And, you know, everybody at the gym, the knowledge. I have a great team behind me. So that gives you confidence as well, as on top of the hard training and leaving no stones unturned.
Julio, I know you're probably going to say the same thing, but I gotta ask you. Every fighter goes and trains hard, and you don't make it this far if you're not training hard and you're not a dog. You gotta be a dog in your training and in your mindset and your spirit. But why you? Why are you gonna be successful?
Because, you know, I've always been an underdog my whole life, and I know how it feels to be down there, and I've pushed myself. I've forced my body to becoming more athletic for this sport, for fighting. I've gotten stronger. I've gotten more flexible. I've gotten more faster. So I've sacrificed so much to put myself in this situation. This is why we're very confident that we're gonna come out victorious.
Ethen, did you do anything different after your last fight to prepare to defend your title?
Um, not not by my choice, but Aziz was not too happy about my last fight. So let's just say I paid for it in the gym.
Now I gotta say I've seen you fight since the amateur days, and I admit I never saw you look like that. You never fought like that. I was really you know I've never seen that happen to you. So that's why I asked you in the beginning of the talk. Did it mess you up in your head? But you're saying it didn't. Did you?
I even joke about it still. Like that fight got stopped in the third round, but I never hit the canvas. To this day, in my plus 30 fights, I never hit the he didn't make me hit the canvas. The ref had to the ref jumped in, but even like that's my mindset. Even though I lost a fight, I'm like I try to look at the positive. I still never touched the canvas. He couldn't put me down, even though I was fucking weak. Well, no excuse. But yeah, it is what it is.
Julio, did you see his last fight?
No.
Does it mean anything?
Um, like I said earlier, man, like you can't go based off their last fights or their last performances. Every fight is different. And we saw some holes, and we worked on some stuff that we need to work on, and just we feel like we're ready, man.
You're coming into the champion's hometown, in his
Yes, sir.
backyard.
Yes, sir.
Do you feel that you gotta make a statement? In the fight world, they say,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah.
to beat the champ, you gotta, you
Yes.
gotta." Do you feel that way?
Yeah. Oh, I gotta go in there. I gotta make a statement. I gotta let it be known. I can't leave it into the hands of the judges or anything like that. I'm going into his
Uh,
backyard. People are gonna be booing me. People are gonna. I'm going in as the bad guy, and I need to embrace that energy, and I need to come out and let them know that we
I
ain't
hope
no
people are
joke.
listening to you right now, because I don't think fighters nowadays, even the experienced ones, they don't really understand how crucial that is when you go into another man's hometown in front of his judges,
Yep. Yep.
friends,
Yep.
fans, gyms, how important it is for you to make a big statement. And more importantly, what you said was beautiful, to embrace that energy of them booing you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. We
know,
got to take it in. We got to suck it out. I mean, we fought it in Vegas. We fought it in Arizona. People have booed us. People have, flipped us off on the way in. The people, we've been in our corners, and we got their crowd in our corner yelling, trying to disrupt us and trying to get us off track. We've been there. We've done it all. We're ready for this, man.
and you don't think this is going to be a problem for you?
No, no, we're just going to embrace that energy and just feed off of it.
And Ethen, you're the defending champion. What do you think you have to do? Do you think you have to make a statement because of the way the last fight, or just be you?
I just gotta be me. If you go back to well, just you know, be who I am in that ring, and I think it's gonna show on Saturday night. I'm back to my regular weight class. No craziness. So I think it'll show Saturday.
You've said that in this live, and you said it before, and you said that you're here to remind people what they probably forgot. What do you mean by that?
You know, it's like I said before. I know who I am, but sometimes other people may not know. Like, I know what happened last fight camp, and a lot of people seems like they forgot already what I did. Like, before that loss, I was on a 8-fight win streak. Nobody in the U.S. was doing what I was doing, and I had a minor setback, and then all of a sudden it seems like people forgot. So Saturday night, it's time to remind them again.
Julio, what would you say has been your biggest victory to date?
Knocking out Cisco in my last fight in the first round. It was a rematch fight. It was one of those fights that I told you that we went into their crowd, and we were getting booed, and they were in our corner.
What was the first fight?
I lost a decision over Cisco in his backyard. So on the rematch, he came over here, and I knocked him out in the first round because I didn't want to leave nothing in the judges' hands, even though they were in our backyard. To me, it was like, I need to make a statement on this guy. I need to knock this guy out. They were very rude, very disrespectful to my coaches, and it wasn't personal, but it was personal.
I feel that, especially when somebody crosses the line and says something about your coach.
Yeah.
Our coaches are like fathers to us, so I know.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my coach, Coach Frankie. I don't know if he's in here. He probably is.
Shout out to Coach Frankie. We're excited to see both of you. Ethen, what would you say has been your biggest victory to date?
My biggest victory today, I would say, would be the international opponents that you brought over for me to fight. The Argentinian kid where I first won the belt, and then beating the WMC champ in Jordan, both thanks to you. So I appreciate you for giving me that stage to prove that I could beat these, not only compete with these international guys, but I could beat these international guys.
It's my pleasure, man. Julio, this is the first time you're experiencing this relationship with me. You'll get to know that no matter what happens, once you become a freedom fighter, I support you. And whenever you want to fight, just like you heard Ethen say, whenever you want to fight, no matter where freedom goes, I will be there to stand with you and promote you, brother.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you so much, man.
It's my pleasure. I want to ask you something about what you will do after becoming, let's say you come to New York and you raise that flag, that Mexican flag, and you're here and still. What's going to happen after you become champion of the world?
Excuse me.
What would you do
after
becoming champion of the world?
Man, it's gotta most importantly, it's gotta thank my coaches, my friends, my family, and then dedicate some time to my girlfriend and my baby, because I've been very selfish. I've been away from home. I've been just focused on this fight, and first thing I would do is just hug them and kiss them and let them know that I love them, and that was all for them.
Ethen, you coming this Saturday to defend your world title. You're here, and still, what's going to be your plan after?
I'm gonna grab that mic, talk my shit, and then call out the WBC champ. These guys, they can't run forever, man.
While we at it, we're here live. Who do you want to fight?
Whoever's ranked higher than me. Any one of you guys can get it. I don't know how you were ranked higher than me, but I'm here to prove that those rankings are not true.
Julio.
Yes, sir.
Same question for you, brother. Anybody that you want to fight after this?
You know what? Right now, we're just focused on this opportunity. Right now, we're just focused on Ethen. Ethen is our number one target right now. Ethen is where we're all our energy, all our focus is. After this fight, after we will see what we plan on to move on next. But as of right now, it's just Ethen, man.
That's a smart man. That's a smart man. There's no need to think about anybody else because he's the one in your face right now. He has
Yes,
what
sir.
you want to take.
Yes, sir.
I'm pulling it up. Number 1 is ranked Henry Lee. Number 2 is Travis Traba. And number 3 is Ethen Geffen. Number 3, the Freedom Champion of the World, who has went internationally on 4 international fighters and beat WMC champions, is ranked number 3. Henry Lee, I know Henry Lee, but Travis, I don't know who Travis is.
Travis, he's from Long Beach, West
Long
Coast, best
Beach.
coast.
What gym?
Mission Muay Thai.
Does he have any title?
I don't know.
Have you fought him before?
No.
So one of you guys will get one of them. We'll offer it to you guys
Oh yeah.
after this fight.
Sounds good.
After this fight, we'll offer one of them to the winner. Is that something that you guys will agree on?
Oh man, I'm just here to fight, man. Just hey, whatever it is, you're the one that calls the shots, Ronnie.
Well, I'll be calling. I'll be calling. Trust me, man. I keep fighters busy, bro. I don't know if you like that, but I keep them busy. Ethen, would you like to say anything to everybody watching?
Thank you guys for your support always. Don't forget, if you cannot make the show in person, streaming on fcltv.com. So make sure you get that stream support. We got to support Freedom, man. He's doing so much for this sport, but he can't do it alone. You know, you guys, we need your support.
Julio, would you like to say anything to your family, friends, anybody watching?
Man, I want to thank my coaches. I want to thank my whole team. I want to thank all my sponsors, all my supporters, everyone, man, from everywhere that's reached out to me, that's made this possible for me. I want to thank you, Rami, and for sure, everyone over here is going to be streaming that fight for sure. No questions asked. My whole team is going to be at the gym. My whole family that can't make it out. I got a gang coming with me to New York. I got all my friends, all my family, everyone coming with us. It's going to be great.
That's what's up, brother. I'm excited to see both of you guys go after what you deserve, because this is why you're here. This is what you guys deserve, and this is what we're going to give you and continue to give. If you are a fan of combat sports, if you're a fan of Muay Thai, doesn't get any bigger than this, man. East Coast versus West Coast.
Hell yeah.
That alone is fire right there. You know, and then you got, you know, fighters from opposite side of the world, really, and then they're coming in to New York City. Doesn't get no bigger than that. The champion of the world is defending. The Mexican prodigy is coming. You guys don't want to miss this. If you're able to, if you're lucky enough to come, do your best to come. If you can't make it, you could order the live pay-per-view on fcltv.com. This is going to be huge. All eyes is going to be on this fight in New York City this weekend. Julio Cesar Rios, representing Mexico out of Spider Muay Thai, will go after the champion of the world, Ethen Geffen, representing Sitan Gym in New York, USA. Freedom is coming. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.